We'll put it in the truck. Go put it in the truck over there.
Okay.
Go get the backpack. Welcome back to another episode of Pursuit Bow Hunting. It's August 10th and it's a pretty nice day out. I've got my helper with me in the back today. Say hi.
Hi.
And we're gonna head back out and clean some more entry and exit routes and get a couple more saddle platforms set up. And the plan also is to get some more trail cameras put out. So stay tuned. You ready to go?
Yeah. Deer path?
Yeah, making a path so we can get to the blind.
Maybe you're making deer path.
Yeah, that too. All right, guys, like you just saw, I just got this entry and exit route cleaned out. Like I said in the last video when I was out here prepping, it's really important if you're able to on private land or some public lands I know you can trim. It's really important, in my opinion, that you clean out your entry and exit routes. This first spot that we're going to set up is going to be where I set a blind up. It's a perfect spot. It's not too far of a walk for my son. Say hey, bud.
Hi.
So it's not too far of a walk for him, and it's in a perfect spot right up against bedding that in late October and all through November, there's always an opportunity to get a shot at a good buck. We're gonna also, once we, I should mention too that I started a scrape 3 seasons ago, and I've done one ever since, and we're gonna put a camera over that. We're gonna go ahead and get that scrape opened up and started. I'll come back in later on in September and set the blind up. So we'll go over there, we'll get that all set up, and then I'll catch back up with you. All right, so got that scrape opened up, and I don't know what kind of oak tree that is, but I've had it in the past produce acorns, so it doesn't look like this year it's going to produce any, and it didn't produce any last year, so I don't know what it is. I'm not good with my tree species, but yeah, this is what I do. I get my scrapes opened up nice and big, get all the exposed dirt, and typically what I do is I'll just pee in them, and then I'll put a camera on them and then let the deer take them over. So like I said, this is a spot that's tight right up to bedding. All this in here and all through in here is bedding. And then right up here on the top of this hill, I put a blind. And I've had a blind there for 3 seasons. And like I said, it's an easy walk in and out for my son. And it's definitely an opportunity. We had a decent 3-year-old come by last year, and I'll show a video of him, but we had a decent 3-year-old come in here last year, and it's usually give you, whenever they come to this scrape, they're giving you about a 10-yard shot. So we've got this spot all set up. We're gonna put I put a camera, we're gonna put a camera right here on this tree, just a basic SD card camera, and we're just gonna let it run, and I'll come back in here in the middle of October when I put that blind and check that camera. I'm gonna go up there. Go down over here. This is one of my spots that I hunt all year round because it's very low impact It works good in the early season, and then in the rut and late season, it's a good spot too. And the reason why it works so good for the rut is because I'm in this open grass area, and behind me is this big mound. So I'm not too high up, but it acts as perfect back cover. But the reason why this spot works so well is because, again, in the early season, it's very low impact. I just park the truck, walk on this cut path here, get up in this tree, and I don't really disturb anything at all. But then in October and November, it's a good spot because I'm in the middle of 3 different blocks of timber. So these bucks are just cruising from one block of timber to the other. So I'm kind of in this open field hub. So it's just an all-around good spot, and it is a spot that I have hunted year after year, shot a decent 8-pointer out of it. So what I usually do is I set up a climbing stick, and then I just bring a platform in and set up a platform, and then set it or take it back out with me when I go. So yeah, this is definitely a good spot to hunt all year round. Like I said, I'll hunt this from the starter of the season, which again in Missouri is September 15th, and I'll hunt it all the way through the end of November, and have an opportunity at something at some point. All right, so obviously in the summer it's hard to find sign, but I got down from the tree and I took a camera and gonna reposition it, and was walking over here and found a pretty decent looking turd, probably from a buck. So it's going right in. There's a path that goes right back in here to this block of timber. And I figured since I got down, I'd show you that tree that I prepped is right there. So I moved the trail camera and positioned it right here to catch that trail that I was showing you guys. So where I had that camera at, it wasn't producing anything. It had one decent buck on it, I think. It was kind of blurry. So yeah, I got down, but unless you're by a creek or something like that, it's hard to try to find sign, obviously in the summer. So we're gonna go off that intel, put that camera there. That's a cell cam, and we'll see if we get anything on it. Well, I may have spoke too soon. I was getting that camera set up right there, and I hopped on the app to check to see if we were good to go, and lo and behold, about 20 minutes ago, I had this buck right here show up on camera. So, I mean, he's going into the same block of timber where I've got this set up, so it's not really that big of a change, but I've had that camera up there for 2 weeks, hardly had any pictures on it, and today when I move it at 12, I think it was 33, I get him on there. So we'll see if I pick him up over here. I got a couple more just standard SD card cameras. I'll probably go back over there and just throw one up, because again, it's low impact. I can come in a couple weeks, check it. So, oh well, at least we know he's in here, and he looks like a pretty good one, so he may be one that we go after this year. What do you think? We think we got everything done we needed to get done?
Yeah.
We ready for deer season? All right, let's head home.
I got a here.
All right, that's gonna do it for this episode. Didn't really explain that last setup I had. We got into a bunch of stinging nettle, and to be honest with you, it was just miserable. So just real quick, an overview of that spot. As you saw, I had a tree stand up right against that creek. I used that creek. I talked last time in the episode when I was out here getting some other areas prepped, that I like to use these creeks to get to and from my setups. That spot right there, I'm literally going past known buck bedding and just slipping right past them and getting up in that tree. I moved trees. I moved about 40 yards closer. I usually put a trail camera not too far from where I'm now set up, and I was out of the game where I was set up right there against the creek. So I took that old tree stand down and moved that saddle platform, and I feel like I'm in the right spot now. So yeah, I got all my cameras but one regular SD card camera put out, but that's fine. So I'm done. All my season preseason prepping is done. The next time I come out here, it'll be to hunt. So if you guys haven't, again, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.